To us from New York. Well, despite the murder of a U.S. resident by that Saudi hit team 2 months ago, several Western entertainers have performed in the kingdom this week. Andrew Chappelle is our social media producer. What are people saying online about that?
Thanks, Doreen. Well, 1,000 tourists from 80 countries entered Saudi Arabia last weekend under a new visa system for the Formula E motorsports tournament in Riyadh. The Saudi Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, was among those in attendance at the event, featuring electric vehicles that can race up to 280 kilometers per hour. And the evenings featured some big concerts from some big names you probably know, from Egyptian star Amr Diab to Enrique Iglesias to the Black Eyed Peas, who all ignored calls made by activists to cancel their shows. Khalid Albay addressed this cartoon to the Black Eyed Peas of Saudi black-eyed prisoners. Human rights defenders Louajain al-Hatlul, Iman al-Nafjan, and Aziza al-Youssef, they all campaigned for the lifting of that driving ban in Saudi Arabia. And, of course, they're all still behind bars. Albay posted this on his Instagram, saying that performing in Saudi Arabia just weeks after the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, and while the Saudi government is torturing female activists and bombing Yemen, is unacceptable. But of all those who performed, there's one clip which I think is probably the most memorable because it's so widely shared on social media, and that's a French DJ David Guetta remixing a local song that praises the Saudi king. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of interesting conversations about these performances. Michelle here points out the fact that there were mixed gender crowds jamming to an international DJ, not something you expect to see in Riyadh. Real changes, she says, are happening. But Sahar Amarir responded to her. She's from the Harvard Center for Middle Eastern Studies, and she responded that making youth dance so that they don't demand freedom is an absolutely political act. And this is what she told Al Jazeera.
I just don't think you can talk about changes happening, especially changes that happen because they're allowed by the regime or they're at the initiative of a regime, and say to put politics aside. Culture and entertainment are always potentially political, but they're even more so when they are the result of a governmental or national initiative, which is the case here. So it is absolutely political to tell the youth, you can dance, you can laugh, you can enjoy access to a culture that was, officially forbidden before, just as long as you do not criticize me, because I might dismember you and I might dissolve you in acid.
And for human rights defenders that are based in or from the Gulf, these appearances are simply shameful. Now, the most vocal Saudi critic on social media at the moment, you may know him, Omar Abdulaziz, he was pushing for these artists to cancel, and he said, if you go and whitewash Mohammed bin Salman, then you're no better than any mercenaries with guns. You just do it with a microphone. Shame on you. Well, one final comment here from Bahrain's human rights activist, Mariam Al-Hawaja. She tweeted her disgust. She says, praising Salman of Saudi as millions of people in Yemen are suffering from famine, tens of thousands of children already dead from starvation, a result of Saudi's war. How much did they pay you, David, that it was worth selling your conscience? So let us know what you think about these artists performing in the kingdom for the first time. You can share your thoughts with us on Twitter using the hashtag AJE Newsgrid.
And Andrew, a lot of comments coming to us on your segment. In fact, right now here at the Newsgrid, Sean saying David Guetta, bet he regrets that now. Mustafa saying the Black Eyed Peas, disgraceful. And Abu Bakr saying the U.S. and Saudi Arabia are playing hide and seek in front of the world. So all of this happening while the Turkish foreign minister accused EU countries of turning a blind eye to Khashoggi's murder. And speaking at the Doha Forum earlier,